Despite power vested in national environment policy, environmental conservation has largely been affected, as illustrated with the growing human activity that has in turn frustrated sustainable utilization of the ecosystem in light of the growing waste burden and pollution load. NEMA Deputy Spokesperson Tony Achdria says there is urgent need to provide for safe disposal of solid waste generated by urban residents and businesses.
When it trickles down to the individual or to entity level, the law is that the person who generates waste is responsible for it. So if you generate waste in your premise, let's say at your home, you are responsible for that waste. Now, being responsible for the waste means you have to make sure that the waste is disposed of in the right manner. Okay, either you can have a licensed waste handler to be able to come and pick the waste from your home, or if you are able to set up a system where the waste can be disposed of within your premise. Okay, now still in that same light, waste generated, for example, from a commercial building, it is the owner of that commercial building who is responsible for that waste. So if you have, for example, an arcade somewhere in town, but that arcade is generating waste and there is nowhere to eventually put that waste, the owner is responsible.
Borderman has to be with this dustbin on his motorcycle. I don't see, I would say, okay, the idea would be okay.
According to the guidelines previously outlined by Uganda Police Force, motorists shall be required to own rubbish bins, while individuals and organizations will be expected to have gazetted places for garbage disposal. Breach of such shall attract a fine of 6 million shillings or face a jail term for at least 15 years.
Buli kimu kyonna ekibalukawo mu Kampala oba mu tawuni zonna ezisinga bakireetera mu baboda.
Boda riders, we work in difficult situation. They need a lot from us. If you say that bodas should move with dustbins, then you are chasing us. But the idea is good, though it needs more preparation.
You find our environment, streets, roads, gardens, compounds, drainages are all plagued with litter, where you find pedestrians, revelers who go for parties, motorists dropping litter, and then others who leave, drop, and throw around their litter on along the roads. So the public should know that littering an environment is a crime, and there are laws which exist that are supposed to help keep our country clean. Our police in all jurisdictions has teamed up with the National Environment Management Authority together with other stakeholders to continue with expansive awareness drives as they count down towards the enforcement of the laws and regulations on littering and noise pollution take effect on the 1st of April 2023.
NEMA is still concerned about Kampala's pollution and waste load, with over 150 tons generated daily, posing a big threat to both humans and environment. The express penalty scheme is expected to deter non-compliance to environmental management in accordance with Section 172 of the National Environmental Act.
And you look at Section 172, that is where we derive this administrative penalty scheme from. Now, the thinking behind this is that when someone or an entity is found to have committed an environment breach, for example, littering, for example, if you have started a project without doing an EIA, if you have not done an environment audit, noise pollution, and the likes. Okay, we come up with a fine that you are required to pay. Okay, now the reason for the fine is to one, to have a speedy preventive measure.
With landfills such as Chichezi's choking garbage, the city's hope lies in change in human approach towards waste disposal and management, plus the effectiveness of its policies. Samuel Chirumunda, Masika Tsime for Smart 24 TV Business Today.